What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Y'all are freaking incredible. Just before we begin, I want to thank everybody who has been taking advantage of the Black Friday sale on personal readings. And for anyone who's wondering, this reading is going to be for the Divine Feminine, okay? And anyone who's wondering about what's happening with the Divine Feminist podcast series, I'm just taking a little bit of a break from that, probably for about a week, as I get my shop ready for the Midnight Madness Black Friday event here in my town, and also, start pumping out all these readings that you guys are ordering from me. Okay, so anyways, let's ring the sound bowl, we'll call in spirit, and we'll get to your Divine Feminine reading. Here we go. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Spirit, please show me the strongest energy that our beautiful collective of Divine Feminines is currently vibing in. All right, what is the energy that the Divine Feminine, what goddess is the Divine Feminine connecting with as they tune into this message, please, Spirit? What is that energy? What? That is a lot. That is just way too much. I'm going to go ahead and take the top three. Okay, these ones are really sticking out. My goodness, that is a little bit too much. Okay, here we go. We have Rita of Cassia, if I'm saying it right, hopefully. The patroness of impossible causes. So it says here, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Beautiful. Powerful channels of possibility. All right. Then we have Isis. Nice. The goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. All right. Let's go ahead and put her down here. And then we have Perpetua. What is it here? The saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Beautiful. Beautiful. We also have this warrior saint here too. I am the warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Okay. So, I mean, we're getting this a lot. We're getting this energy a lot with the Divine Feminine readings, with our Divine Feminist podcast, and even as we move into some dark feminine themes and eras, a lot of us here are doing that. I've actually had a couple people say, well, not everyone is this warrior spirit, or not everybody is, wanting to hear about the spiritual community shouldn't really be involved in politics and all this other stuff. To me, that is not really the case. Okay, we live in a very important time right now. And Divine Feminines, a lot of y'all are being called to not only, first of all, live in the energy of love in your, in your authentic self, letting your authentic self, shine through. Just being who you are is something that is incredibly powerful. But right now, spiritually, okay, there's a war going on, folks, okay? The light and dark, there always is, right? But right now is a very intense time here on planet Earth, and a lot of us souls have been called and activated at this very moment to kind of wake up, to shake things up, to change the paradigm here, not only within ourselves, our relationships, but just overall. It's a timeline shift. It's the new Earth. It is the time to be here on planet Earth, right? Witnessing everything, and also enacting change and standing up for impossible causes and speaking truth to power and all this stuff, right? All this warrior spirit stuff. Okay. Now, if that is not you, I can't say every reading is going to be about this, but look, I I read what comes out. Not only that, but I am one of those warrior spirits here. So I'm reading for folks who are in alignment with the energy that I'm picking up, right? And I just wanted to say that because some people don't like mixing politics, and some people don't like, with their spirituality mixing, church and state, let's just say. But that's just not reality. We have to look at what's going on in the world around us. We are here, and a lot of us are here for a divine purpose. And even if it seems small to others, it's big. The kind of change, the things that you're standing up for, the things that you are fighting for, in your daily life, or fighting to be heard, or again, standing up for some impossible causes, or maybe you're out there in your community and you are advocating for vulnerable members of the community. Maybe you are a vulnerable member of the community. Maybe you're out there, feeding the unhoused, or doing something like, there's something here that you are connected to, right? That you're doing in your daily life. You're standing up for yourself. You're standing up for what is in the greatest and highest good of all, So even though things may seem to be impossible, okay, this is a lot of the energy that we're picking up here in our tribe. Y'all are a bunch of warrior spirits, and I am here for it. So if that's not for you, then that's okay. There are so many other lovely readers who don't want to talk about this kind of thing that's going on, right? Don't want to talk about the importance of becoming involved in the world around us. Now, that aside, we have you here as being in your energy of, just authenticity, right? Being who you are, being in that energy of, being that warrior spirit, okay? You're a warrior of love. You're a warrior of light. You are in your authentic energy. You are in alignment with a soul purpose, a soul calling, right? You are magic AF, okay? This is the energy that is around you, that you're being supported. Some of you are realizing just how sacred your sexual energy is. And not just that, you could be using that to power you. And what do I mean by that is some of you may have decided to really keep that sexual energy and that prana, let's say life force, to yourself, and not give it away very freely, to use it to power you. And it's actually the strongest life force that we have is when we don't just waste, let's say, quote unquote, waste our sexual energy. It actually powers us, and it gets channeled into a creative way, and it allows us to actually just accomplish a lot more, to be honest. And there is science behind that, but this is not what this reading is about. It's just that I feel like you're using everything that you have, all the power within you, to be some type of champion, right? For what may seem like an impossible cause, right? Now, I know it's very open, it's very, very general. Of course, we are just reading about the energy that's currently around you, Divine Feminine, as you're tuning in and as you've been attracted to this particular reading. Now, let's get some tarot and find out a little bit more about like where are you? What's going on? What do you need to hear? Okay, so let's get into that. I wonder what this impossible cause is. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Basically, you're in this energy right now where it's like nothing is impossible. I am very capable. I can watch me. It's kind of like giving this energy. Okay, yeah, I like this. It's like just you wait and see. Oh, you don't think that I can climb that mountain? Then tune in when I'm dancing on top. Okay, there is this beautiful sense of knowing your own power and knowing what you're capable of and really believing in yourself. And it's very strong. It's very strong for whoever's reading this is. You are what I wouldn't want to step to you. This is a very powerful Divine Feminine here that we are reading for. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. Talk about glow up energy. Absolutely. This is it. What do we have? We have the Seven of Cups here. Right now, you may be trying to figure out what where to focus your energy on. You may be actually, it's kind of funny, maybe you feel torn in a lot of different directions, or there's a lot of things that you're really passionate about at this time, or you maybe feel like there's so many issues to tackle, or there's so much to do, so little time. The Seven of Cups. Hang on one second. Maybe you're wondering, did I choose the right path? Is this what I should focus on right now? Usually the Seven of Cups. Yeah, okay, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups and the Six of Wands. Look, you know what it's giving? If you find yourself like, okay, well, what area should I focus on right now? Or if you're not 100% sure, because maybe there's so much that's going on, or there's so much where you could put your capabilities, where you could put your attention to, you know, I don't know if that's a feeling of being a little bit confused or feeling a little lost. Sometimes the Seven of Cups can talk about that too. But basically, in a nutshell, Spirit is saying, listen, no matter what you decide to put your energy into, because of all of this support you have and the energy that you have access to, the strength, the power, once you put your mind onto one specific area or down one specific path, you're going to be successful. So no matter what you choose at the end of the day, it's going to work out, because wherever you're putting your focus right now, you just got so much power. You're backed by the universe, because what it is that you truly desire, or maybe the change that you want to see happen, or something that you, again, you're feeling pulled to stand up and fight for something, or be a champion of the impossible cause, something that seems like it could be impossible. It's like there's so much to choose from right now. And Spirit's like, okay, now is the time. You have the support no matter what. No matter what you choose, you will be successful. Okay, we need changes we need so much to change that it doesn't matter what you want, right? It doesn't matter what you choose, you're going to end up in being successful. Okay, it doesn't matter. Not only that, is you're going to be thrust into the spotlight in some way with the Six of Wands. You're going to become well known for it. You're going to become well known, whether it's in your family, friend group, or within your community, at work, you know, at school. You're going to be known for it. You're going to be known for something here. The Hangman. See, the Hangman kind of, it gives a little bit of a pause. We're getting a little bit of a pause with the Hangman. Maybe it's because, you know, I feel like Divine Feminine, because of this confusion energy, like you may be confused about what direction you need to take, or what step, or whatever. We already went through it. What path do I follow at this point in time? Maybe there's already this feeling like, I know that I'll be great at whatever it is that I do, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really made that decision yet about what path I want to follow next, or what cause I want to champion, or if it's something that I can put my time into, my effort behind, is it going to work? The Hangman comes up when it's like, there's a period of time, it's temporary energy. Okay, it is really temporary energy. I'm talking about, you know, for me as a reader, I always give about 3 days with the Hangman. There might be a couple days, maybe this week or after you hear this reading, where Spirit's going to show you a sign. Okay, it's like you're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for the go ahead. You're waiting to be inspired. Like, you know, you need to do something. You're not maybe not sure exactly what just yet. And so maybe you're asking for a sign. If you're looking for a sign, if you're asking for a sign, maybe we can help you get there. But there's going to be a period of time where, you know, Spirit's asking you to remain open to that sign, because with the Hangman, we're usually like, okay, we're going to stop, we're going to wait, and then we're going to see what opens up here. What path do I need to take? What do I need to do? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever it is, it's going to be destined, fated, and you are going to get some synchronistic signs that are going to help lead you down that path and tell you what you need to be doing right now. Because this could be for someone who's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but I don't know exactly what it is just yet. Okay, the Page of Cups. What I see happening is that here's the thing is, like, you kind of are going a little bit back and forth, and this is why Spirit's kind of putting a pause. Spirit's going to put a pause on it. Yeah, you're going a little bit back and forth right now. There's a few different issues that are really close to your heart. I'll tell you that. There's a few things that are really close to your heart. And I feel like you want to, there's a feeling here of like, I want to be useful. I want to rise up. I want to do something, but I don't know what to do right now. I feel awakened. I feel like activated. I feel a call is happening, but I just don't know what to focus on. And you may have one or two ideas, well, more than one or two. I'm going to say 2 or 3 ideas. You may have 2 or 3 ideas, and that could be why Spirit is putting up a little bit of this. I want to say, I don't want to call it a roadblock with the Hangman, but it is like a pause, like I said, right? Spirit's saying, okay, slow down for a minute. Why don't you just wait and watch and see the signs and feel where you're pulled to the most, what area you're pulled to the most, or what you should do next. There's a little bit of a, I don't want to say hesitation, but it's like before you make your final choice or before you decide completely that this is what you want to do, you're waiting for a sign. Okay. I do feel like the sign is going to come in. And I feel like the thing is like, it really is up to you what you choose. And I guess that's the whole point of this reading so far. The point is, no matter what you choose at the end of the day, it's going to work. It's going to work. The kind of thing that there's a little frustration that I'm picking up on, because the kind of change or what you really want to put your focus on right now. Now, this could be a change in career. It could be a change in, it could be whatever, right? There's a shift. You're desiring a shift to take place, right? And you want to be you want to take an active role in making something happen, right? Even though it might feel impossible or seem impossible to somebody on the outside looking in. Okay, it is going to take a considerable amount of your time, energy, commitment, and focus with the Knight of Pentacles here. But the payoff is going to be big, okay? The payoff is going to be huge. It isn't something that's going to happen overnight, all right? I got to tell you that. I'm not going to lie. Spirit wants you to be completely sure. And no one can do that. No one can make that choice for you. Okay, no one can make it for you. I can't do it. No one else can. A tarot reading, no one can tell you really what to do. You've got to follow your heart here. Whatever brings the most joy to your heart, whatever makes you feel like you've been renewed in some sense with the Ace of Cups here, whatever this is, it is going to bring in a brighter sense of joy, I want to say, even though that's not a sentence I usually string together. It just feels like a lot of happiness. There's something here, and it's like, I don't know if somebody here is just not admitting it to themselves, or they're not seeing something that feels like it's right in front of your nose. Like, it's right in front of you right now. You just don't feel like you know how to do it, or know how to get there, or know how to align with it. Spirit's saying the first step is to make your choice. At the end of the day, the first step is to make your choice. And maybe this reading is coming out just to let you know that you have all of the power here to back you up. You've got the universe to back you up. You've got Spirit, your angels, ancestors, guides. You have got so much power behind you that you are going to get the backup that you need. The Page of Wands. This is not a love reading for the Divine Feminine, so hopefully you weren't expecting that, because that's not what this is at all. Page of Wands. 9 of Cups. There is something here that you feel very passionate about, and it makes you very happy. I don't know why you're feeling, I don't know if you're feeling a little bit reluctant. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Ooh, okay. Okay, I can see what this is. 5 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Look, there's a little bit of, I want to say there's a little bit of fear here, so just give me 1 second. Okay, with this 5 of Swords, there's a little bit of an energy. I don't want to necessarily label a fear, but it is a little bit. I feel like you are a very brave person. And in your heart, you are extremely brave. But what happens when we're challenging the status quo or going up against something that seems impossible, or wanting to bring some kind of truth to light, or, again, maybe speaking truth to power, or exposing something, exposing corruption, or maybe it's as simple as, you know what, I've always wanted to do this one thing, but I've been stuck on this path, or I've been feeling led in another direction because of societal pressure or family pressure or cultural values or something else, like living or doing something that you're being told that you should. Okay. But if you were like, okay, because with this authentic energy, of this authenticity energy that's like around you, there's a little bit of a fear of alienating, or burning bridges, or if I go ahead and speak my truth, or if I go ahead and expose this, or if I go ahead and follow what I feel should be done, needs to be said, if I go ahead and do that, there are going to be people that aren't going to be happy about it, and, that is what it is. It is par for the course. It is what can happen, right? When you go rocking the boat, rustling the feathers, stirring the pot, whatever you want to say, or for whatever reason, what you really want to do is follow that calling. So I feel like already in your heart of hearts, you know what you should be doing or need to be doing right now. And there's just a little bit of confusion around whether or not you want to, or whether it's not that you, like, I feel like you could, but it would have some type of real world consequence, I gotta say, right? That doesn't necessarily feel very enjoyable. So it could be like, you don't want to rock the boat, like the part of your soul does, but it's just, it's going to cause a little bit of it's going to cause some waves. All right. You're going to cause some waves. You're going to cause some waves here, and that's okay. It's okay. I got to tell you something. The people, when you make changes like this, and if you're worried about the people in your life, or, any kind of consequences or burning bridges or anything like that, as you step into your truth and authenticity and you follow a path that is meant for you, and you feel that in your heart and soul, and you feel that calling, the right people will show up for you. The people who don't understand, or who want to cause issues or trouble, like it'll naturally fall out of your life. And so, like, it's not really something that you need to worry about, but I can see how, you're wondering if you're up for it, or if you have enough energy for it, or I don't know. Like, I see here that you will be successful if you follow this. But it's like you need to really put your whole heart into it. And I feel like that's why the pause is coming up with the Wheel of Fortune, like the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you really want to align yourself with this part of what feels like is your destiny. And sometimes it could be a little bit scary to step into that role where you are advocating, I'm going to say, advocating for your rights or someone else's. So, because we're going to deal with, sometimes we're going to come up against like angry people, or even like trolls, especially if it's online. You are going to get trolls. You are going to get people who are mad. You're going to get people who cut you off. You're going to get whatever. It just happens. Like, it is part of the thing, right? Your vibe will attract your tribe. And that's basically at the end of what I want to say. So, I feel like if you take a risk and follow your heart and step into this truth, that you're going to be shocked, and you're going to be surprised at how, first of all, how powerful you actually feel, because you're going to be able to accomplish something that seemed impossible. Okay. So, but just know that it just doesn't come, like, it'll come easy to you. Okay. It will come easy to you because you're meant to be doing it. Okay. But you will still have to deal with, pushback. Okay. Pushback. Oh, well, you will still have to deal with it. Okay. And that's fine. It's just part of it. What is here? What's wanting to come up here? The 8 of Pentacles, and it came up in the reverse. Some of you want to say something that you feel like, if I say it, if I do it, I'm going to lose my job. Okay. That could be it specifically, just for like maybe a handful of you. especially if you're going to be like exposing something and it has to do with work or your career or your path or whatever. You might. I mean, like, that is a consequence. Like, you may burn a bridge, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be like that forever. You would still end up okay, and probably even better, like in the end, after things, after, it's giving like, okay, if I say what I'm going to say, or if I do what I'm going to do, or if I, completely switch gears here, if I start advocating, or if I'm doing something totally, it seems like I'm going crazy or something. In the end, at the end of the day, after the chips fall, like, let the chips fall where they may, you're going to end up in a better spot for it. You're going to align yourself with the type of people, like I said, you'll align yourself with your tribe, you'll attract your tribe, and you will get the support that you need when you need it. Okay. And whatever this act is, it's going to actually kind of put you into a spotlight. So maybe some of you are feeling maybe a little bit shy. Like, I don't know if I want the spotlight. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Spirit's saying you are. You just need to make that choice. And that's the first step here. But yeah, it's going to help you actually. It's going to actually help further your career, especially if this is something at work. Okay, it's going to help you. It's going to put you in a position that is like, just keep your head down, do your work, do your thing, and don't worry about the fallout. Don't worry about the fallout, okay? I don't know why I'm picking that up. Don't worry about the fallout. Okay, what happens if whoever's still here in the reading, and P.S., if you're here, you're still here, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if you're still here, because again, this feels very specific. This feels very specific. What's going to happen at the end of the day here, Spirit? What will be the outcome if our wonderful divine feminines who are resonating with this energy reading specifically, what will be the outcome here for them? What can they look forward to if they go ahead and follow their heart and follow the signs, right? If they follow their heart, follow the signs. Queen of Swords. I love that for this. Honestly, it is dark feminine energy. Got to be real with you. But it's good. It's still really good. Dark does not mean negative. It means powerful. Okay, this is very powerful energy. You are going to do whatever is necessary. The Queen of Swords holds that sword of truth and justice in her hand. And she does not back down. She's got some mega strong boundaries. She's determined. She gets things done. If things aren't right, if things aren't true, heads are going to roll. That's the energy. I feel like you are going to be put into a position of leadership. You may become the boss. You may become the one in charge here. Yeah, there's the Empress. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You are going to be in complete expression of your divine feminine energy. 100%. In the Hierophant. Some of you, the Five of Wands, look. Some of you are going to be very powerful leaders. If you were thinking about getting into politics, because we talked about that a little bit, mixing your abilities or blending two things you're passionate about, maybe it's spirituality and politics, those two things, can go hand in hand. You are a warrior spirit. You're fighting for something. Truth, justice, what's right. You're going to win out, and you're literally going to become some type of spiritual leader. And not only just spiritual leader, but maybe even politician. Okay. Or whatever the case is. It doesn't have to be politician. You could be all of a sudden, like, say you work for a corporation. You expose something that is maybe you're exposing some corruption. You're worried you're going to lose your job. What ends up happening is you ended up being like put in a position, you become the CEO or you become the person in charge, because it feels like people are choosing you to become the next leader. It feels like people are voting for you, or it feels like people are putting you into a position of power. Like, you are being elevated because of the authenticity, because you are championing for a impossible cause or doing something that people think cannot be done, and you're doing it. Okay? You're doing it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, and I don't know exactly what you're called to do, but please use that as an example of what I'm talking about here, the energy. Because I'm just sitting here in my tarot space, at home, reading for y'all, and I don't know who this message is going to be put in front of, but I'm trusting and having faith that it's going to be put in front of the right people at the right time who need to hear it. So really, like, I have no clue specifically what's going on in your life, right? Unless you get into personal, then I have an idea, right? But this is the energy around it. It's like, yeah, you are going to come up against some challenges, right? And maybe feel like you're burning bridges, and maybe you get fired, and then a company calls you back in a week or two and says, actually, we want to give you the job of management because because of what you've done here. It just feels like at the end of it, you are going to be put into a position where you are influencing others. You are in charge of things. You are a leader. And it's because you're in this divine feminine energy, meaning your heart is pure. You're here for the greatest and good of all. Like, it's loving, it's fair. You're a warrior of love, right? My devotion attracts resources and support. You will be supported. You will have the resources that you need just by being your authentic self, right? Maybe even, side note, keeping your sexual energy to yourself, if that means, taking a break, becoming celibate, whatever, it's going to power you even more. And while you are fighting for something that seems impossible. Very powerful reading, and I don't know who needed to hear it, but you are going to be like, and maybe I don't know, if you're an author or you're writing something, you're exposing something, whatever the case, after you do this one thing, it feels like this is like a pivotal moment for you on your journey. And maybe that's why the pause is there. And maybe that's why Spirit's saying, okay, if you're looking for a sign, I'm going to give you signs, right? I'm going to give you the signs. If you're confused about whether or not you should do this, the answer is yes. We're going to give you the signs. We're going to give you the go ahead. And once this happens, there will be no looking back. It is a very serious, very pivotal moment. Like, everything changes after you make this decision. Everything changes after you make this decision. And it is going to be for not only your greatest and highest good, but for the greatest and highest good of the whole planet right now. Okay. Like, it just feels good. It's good all around. And therefore you have the resources and support that you need, and will continue to have access to the resources and support that you need. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, this is beautiful. I'm just leaving it there. I don't know what else to do. I usually do oracles at this point, but I'm not. Message received loud and clear. This is it, folks. If you want to show any kind of energy exchange, of course, I always do appreciate that. You can like the reading, share it with someone who you feel like might need to hear this message right now. Save it, or, I don't know, write a comment, buy me a coffee if you feel like it, order a reading. Any kind of support is wonderful. Join a tribe if you're new. If you're new here, that would help. That's amazing. Thank you so much for all you do for, our channel, for our fam, for our tribe, and for one another in the comments too. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love, and I'm really excited. This is such a beautiful time. It really is. It's an exciting time. And yeah. Whew, I can't wait to see what y'all do. Okay, take care, and I'm sending you lots of love. Bye. She don't love me. Thought through the card that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched. Think I got my wish. For sure when it's all done. She said she was beautiful.